It was not necessary.
It wasn't necessary
at all.
to take a piece of our heart away.
A family in mourning. They say their loved one killed by his neighbor last week was experiencing a mental health crisis. 32-year-old Eddie Moreno out of jail now. Police say he shot 47-year-old Joe Moreno last week.
Now his family is still processing that shooting. In an interview you will only see on 8 News Now, reporter Ryan Matthews spoke with the family about what they say were Joe Moreno's internal struggles.
He was the type that when you walked into a room, you couldn't help but smile at him, you know.
A light was thrusted out of Connie and Lisa Moreno's lives. Father, brother, and son, Joe Moreno.
And not like he chose to be this way. So,
All right, we'll start with Eddie Moreno.
This man, 32-year-old Eddie Moreno, is accused of killing him. Same last name, but no relation. Police say they were next-door neighbors.
He starts talking and he starts pulling his out.
Eddie's wife told police in 911 calls that Joe was acting erratically outside their home the night of May 13th. She said Joe was exposing himself in front of their 5 children before gunfire. Documents show Eddie did not corroborate her story.
for hearing that he's out, I'm so angry. I'm so angry. Like my brother's life, so where's $10,000?
8 News Now has since learned Eddie, the shooter, faced 3 separate battery charges in 2024 alone for assaulting a man at a children's soccer game and a landscaper in his neighborhood. He faces an open murder charge now and bailed out of jail last week.
He straight up murdered my son, and he needs to be charged with murder all the way.
Mental illness plays a part in this story. Bipolar disorder.
He was 25 when they diagnosed him.
In and out of treatment for years. They claim Joe was off his medication before the shooting, becoming more manic within the past 6 months.
He liked to be very athletic, and it made him tired where he didn't want to go outside. Like, I mean, it wasn't him. So that's why a lot of times, and then when he was on it, and he started feeling better, he'd feel like, oh, I don't need to take it no more.
My son was like 145 pounds. He lost a lot of weight. When he gets manic, he loses so much weight.
He moved to Summerlin in recent months with a romantic partner. His 2 children, 10 and 8 years old, now without a father.
And he's never going to see his daughters again. Like, they're never going to see their dad. It's not fair.
Mourning is just beginning. Ryan Matthew, 8 News Now.
Eddie Moreno scheduled back in court this August. Now, in the meantime, that mother says they are struggling to pay for funeral and burial expenses. The sister created a GoFundMe last week. You can find a link on our website at 8newsnow.com.